Fantastic, love an innovative league, me. Hi everyone again. I'm here with Andreas Heyden, CEO of DFL Digital Sports and EVP of Digital Innovation for DFL, to talk about fan engagement, personalisation, data and digital products in the German Football League's top flight. But I think first you want to define DFL, because it's some confusion with farmers' leagues and stuff.
Yeah, hello, welcome also from my side. So the DFL, the German Football League, Deutsche Fußballliga, is the governing body of the Bundesliga. Differently to the UK market, we're running the top two flights, the Bundesliga and the Bundesliga 2, as the two top associations. And thank you for the joke. I just was in the US and somebody asked whether we were the Democratic Farmers League. That's some party in the US. Okay.
Easy to confuse, you know. Okay, so let's start with Super Cup 2021. Was a major unveiling of a plethora of technologies and innovations. We saw some of those in that video there for DFL. So what have you done to innovate your broadcasting this season?
Yeah, I would say it's a comeback season. You know, we're coming back to the reality. We're coming slowly but steadily out of the pandemic, and the previous season was tough, especially in Germany. We were the first league to come back because we had a really rigid hygiene concept. So my guys weren't able to enter the stadium to do live tests, etc. But with the start of this season, we're back in the stadium. We introduced various new innovations, from robotic cameras, from augmented reality, 5G tests together with our partners, and has been a good season until now.
Yeah, excellent. We've seen some cool drone footage. How did she just happened to be walking through with the cup there. It's quite convenient, isn't it? So what have you done, well, talking about the pandemic actually, how did the pandemic accelerate change for some of those innovations?
I think the most interesting part for me now, looking back the last 2 years, especially from a digital perspective, our reality hasn't changed a lot. Sure, hygiene concept made it tougher to produce, but all the work we've done in the years before, and the innovation strategy that we developed roughly 5 years ago, technology is now living up to our vision from back in the day. So we are moving more and more to the cloud. We're moving more and more production to the cloud. Our teams are distributed in various countries to do technical development. So for us, we define it as a glass-to-glass strategy. We try to control every piece from the glass of the camera lens in the stadium to the glass of the TV set or the iPhone. And when we work through this value chain of production, and we start with the ingredients, we create new ingredients. Our ingredients are video, are sports data, is audio, and try to build products that take those ingredients and deliver it to the customers, which are on the one hand side our licensees and on the other hand our fans, new insights. I think the most outstanding, and we've won a couple of awards already for it, and Tobias is going to talk about it later in the next session, is our interactive feed. As data travels faster than video, we can build applications that can foresee what's going to happen and offer the customer options in the point when it's happened, because the data is faster than the video. So it is a product where we deliver to our existing OTT partners a layer on top of the video layer, which is synchronized with the video layer, which allows interaction, instant replays, goal alerts, personalization, etc. A new ingredient we have done is robotic cams. So we took the sports data, we know where Eric Haaland is running. We take a robotic camera that is pointed to him and deliver it to our partners at Sky as a separate feed, or to NENT or to our broadcasting partners, to give people more choices, more insights into the game and seeing what they really like. And we're moving towards a world of, we call it hyper-personalization. At the moment we have a national feed and 6 satellites around the world for 200 territories and countries. When we envision it into the future, we will have 1 million individual streams in 10 years. And that's what we're working towards for. And that only works through digitalization of workflows and digitalization of customer experiences.
On the hyper-personalization side of things, you're doing a lot with the German Bundesliga fans, because a lot of them support 3 or 4 teams simultaneously, which is very different to over here where we're incredibly tribal and I'm sitting on Tottenham and I'm Arsenal, you know, it's painful, it's painful. So what are you providing for your home fans in terms of that hyper-personalisation, you know, keeping them in touch with their many teams of choice?
Yeah, so the average football fan in Germany, Bundesliga fan, varies between 2.5 and 4 clubs that they're interested in. And together with our partner AWS, we're working a personalized For You feed, which caters to that interest. And if you calculate 4 interested clubs out of 36 clubs, it's 50,000 individual taste profiles. You could never cater to them with an editor writing or operating a homepage, but this all has to be personalized in an automatic AI-driven way. So, for example, we educated, or not for example, but our customers were advocated by social media networks to only see stuff in their newsfeed that they like. If you watch an hour of TikTok videos, you watch maybe 100 videos. How many of those videos don't you like? 4 or 5. This kind of algorithm is not available for sports, because in sports you have clubs you like. I don't know, I like Dortmund, and I only want to know Schalke news if they lose. But also I want to have a new record being broken in the fastest player on the pitch. So this individual mix of really catering to customers to fulfill their very, very personal interest is something no technology at the moment can fulfill, and we are working with our partners together to offer that.
Cool. And what else are you doing over 2022 on the hyper-personalization side? Because you're always busy.
Yeah, so the interactive feed is an output for that. On top of that, we always look in the triangle of AI, AR, and 5G, and have partners in this ecosystem. And with AWS, we're moving towards delivering this individualized fan experience a lot.
Right, and on that triangle, that's the future for the DFL and its broadcast evolution this year and beyond. So you call this the tech triangle, which is AI, AR, 5G, and feeding the AR side into the metaverse and NFTs. So metaverse is a team we're seeing crop up, well, twice out of 3 conversations already today. What does it mean for the DFL and the growth of your fan base and engagement with them?
So I won't mention the M word. When we talk about it, we call it Web3, because it's a little bit like 2006, 2007, you look at the current landscape, you don't know who of those players is MySpace and who of those players is Google and who of those players is Facebook, and how will they develop into the future. I think with the great commercial opportunities that unfold for leagues and clubs right now to monetize rights and content in a different way, it is important to step back and understand what is happening here. And there are new cornerstones of managing identity. There are new cornerstones of managing rights, of new cornerstones of interaction between individuals that are now about to happen. If this Web3 is going to manifest in a augmented reality world, in a virtual world, or in just a front end which gives a deeper connection to the customer, we all don't know yet. So who has still Linden dollars? Do you remember that? 2006, Second Life, 2008. So we have seen what is happening all before. So Second Life had its own currency, it had its own property, virtual property of countries, etc. All that stuff that you see today in Decentraland or Sandbox happening. Still, and this is, I think, what makes us special in the way how we concentrate everything what we do. Everything we do starts with the customer. It's not about the technology, it has to be the application of that technology to deliver a customer value. And I think many companies who are now in the craze of the verse, they are more focusing now on the technology and forgetting what customer value does it really deliver. That said, I truly believe that sport is going to be a major driver in whatever is coming there, because we have content that people really want. We have rights, we have personalities, we have brands, we have heritage. Everything, when a new technology comes out, we as sports industry give people a possibility to create a deep connection with the application of that technology. So for sure, so we work with SoRare on the NFT space, we work with SoRare, we work with Tops as our partners, and just yesterday we opened up our tender for the next rights cycle. So if anybody's interested in Bundesliga rights for NFTs, hook me up afterwards.
Little plug.
Sorry, had to do it.
No, go for it. That's all good. On your three special things, tell us about some of the live broadcast trials you've actually been carrying out with these technologies, because a lot of people are talking about it, but you're actually giving it a go and doing it.
Yes, definitely. Together with Sky, we did in November in Leipzig an in-stadium experience with a multi-view. So you had access to the other feeds with nearly no latency. You could hold the camera onto the pitch and it was happening in real time. We worked together with Vodafone actually in 2019, October the first time. So the spectrum was opened up in August, and in October we showed to the world the 5G application you've seen in the video. You take out your phone, the pitch is recognized, the players are recognized, and the data is pushed from the acquisition of the data through the cloud, through the antenna, back on your mobile phone in 200 milliseconds. So the blink of an eye is 200 milliseconds. So this kind of experience where a customer can't believe that it's true, this kind of experience we try to create.
Cool, yeah, we're going to hear more about one of the British trials on that kind of thing with Alex Buchan from DTG later as well, which will be really interesting. And with the trials, what challenges or issues did you find, that things that need to be tidied up before you can move forwards, or difficulties?
I think as sports, we have in some parts a late mover advantage. No? And I think if the pandemic would not have happened, everything we heard on the panel would not have happened. Because we are, as a sports industry, it's high value rights, it's high ARPU customers. There is not always so much pressure to innovate. And for us as a league, 1.5 billion people in the world speak English. 700 million speak Spanish, 150 million speak German. So we have to find a different approach how to work together with partners to build up an ecosystem where one service glues into the other. And that's the only way how you can innovate in that space. And from the perspective of creating new insights into the game, it could be either a new technology, where it's always a problem, okay, is the hardware ready? Are the customers really buying it? Are they buying it and using it, especially for those VR headsets? Maybe there's good sales, but nobody's using it. It could be, on some parts, connectivity. How do I get 26 4K or 8K signals out of a stadium in a remote production facility? It could be, are the devices, so how fast is the adoption of 8K TVs in 5 years, etc. But I believe these problems are always just a question of time. I'm a radical optimist when it comes to technology. If you have a problem, wait 2 or 3 years and you won't have that problem anymore. But you have to act today to prepare the way how you treat technology and production to be ready for when the reality catches up with your vision. And that's why I always, when I talk to the team and they ask about the vision where we're heading to, if you put out there the vision, in 10 years, 1 million individualized live TV streams. This helps to form a way forward.
Definitely. And on streams, is OTT an option for DFL?
So first of all, we have a set of very, very good broadcasting partners that we have a long-standing relationship with. There are some markets in the world where opportunities are opening up because there are segments of customers who are fans for the Bundesliga from the younger target groups who may not want to rely on their parents buying a satellite dish and the entertainment package, and within the entertainment package, the sports package, and in the sports package, the international sports package, who want to have direct access. And it's in public record. We have built a service, and we're always looking into opportunities.
Right, so you are going to be launching a DFL OTT product?
You're saying that, I would say, we'll see.
Keep an eye on the SVG Europe website. Fantastic. Okay, thank you very much, Andreas. That was brilliant. Let's give Andreas a hearty thank you.
Thank you.